to the Big Fat Quiz of 2018. It's big, it's fat, and it's a quiz. And if you haven't worked that out, you might struggle with some of the questions. Let's meet the teams. She's from across the pond, he's from across the moat. She has a nasal, whiny voice that cuts straight through you. He has a nasal, whiny voice that cuts straight through you. It's Michelle Wolf and David Mitchell. He's made up to be here. She's made up like a panda. It's Mo Gilligan and Claudia Winkleman. And finally, one's a totally unique, one-of-a-kind comedian. The other is basically the same, but he sometimes wears a hat. It's Richard Ayoade and Noel Fielding. Lovely to have you all here. How's your year been? What's been the highlight, Noel?
This now, actually. This right now, looking at you, your gorgeous face.
You've gone blonde this year. I'm loving it.
I've gone blonde. That was a mistake. Don't worry. Basically, Claudia's got my hair on.
Oh, my God, yeah, you look like you swapped. Richard, how was your year?
It's up and down. But, you know, I'm still struggling.
Mentally?
Yeah, I mean...
Philosophically?
Well, with the nature of being, you know me.
Michelle, David, what's been the highlight of your year?
I haven't really thought about it. I suppose I think at least the whole Brexit thing's sorted out. That's, you know, at least it's taken over a year, but they've sorted it out now once and for all, as we all now know, and it's decided, and we can move on. You know, work out how to live without electricity.
Every time I come over here, I feel better about America.
That's what we're here for.
So, Michelle, presumably your highlight was doing the correspondence dinner in Washington.
I don't know. I think my highlight was finding out the president knew how to spell my name.
What did he say about you?
He called me a so-called comedian.
Well, we'll see.
Yeah.
Claudia, Mo, how's your year been?
My year's been good. I travelled a lot this year. I went in first class.
Nice.
No, business class. The poor first class. That's what it is, right? The business class. We got the bed.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my highlight of the year. Yeah. Yeah.
The bed on the plane?
Yeah, because I thought, when I pressed it just went, yeah, and then I pressed it again, and that was it. And I pressed it, and then it came out, and then the leg bit came out. This woman brought a towel, got a hand job. No, I didn't have that. That was one of the highlights of the highlight.
Well, that's an excellent highlight. What about you, Claudia? What's been your best bit?
I've napped a lot, so I need to apologise to you now that I won't know anything. But yeah, I'm upbeat, springy, sprightly.
How come you nap a lot?
Oh, because I'm 46. I'm always napping.
I'm 63. Black don't crack.
What about team names? You got team names?
I thought we could be called Discount Fireworks. Because I saw a sign for Discount Fireworks, and I thought, I don't want to buy fireworks on discount. I want to pay, if anything, more money than they're charging for fireworks. And I thought that described probably what you would get with us on the show, what you would get with Discount Fireworks, which is something you probably shouldn't have bought.
Discount Fireworks it is. Claudia, Mo, you got
You're
it?
in charge of our name.
Gilly Winks.
Gilly Winks.
Yeah. Mo Gilligan.
Yeah.
Claudia Winkleman.
Come on.
Gilly Winks.
Gilly Winks.
Gilly Winks. Adorable.
Gilly Winks.
Cute.
It sounds like a medieval term for something filthy.
Winks.
Have you seen her Gilly Winks? Oh, my God.
Gilly Winks.
David, Michelle.
My suggestion was the internet is a mistake. Basically, it's a political slogan of mine. It's a message I want to get across. The internet is a mistake. We shouldn't have had it.
How are you going to get it across on the internet?
Well, exactly. That's the irony. People will be watching this on the internet, and I'd just like to say to those people, fuck off.
I like that.
OK, so we've got the internet as a mistake, Gilly Winks, Discount Fireworks. Brilliant. OK, right, let's get on with the show. Our first round is all about the year's top stories, so let's remind ourselves what happened in 2018. In August, Wonga collapsed and went into administration. If only there'd been a company that could have helped consolidate their debts into one easy monthly payment. In July, Boris Johnson warned that we're facing a semi-Brexit, which is not the same as what Nigel Farage got when the referendum results came in. That was a Brexit semi. Right, let's get started. Here are some questions for you. In May, Prince Harry married Meghan Markle at a star-studded wedding in Windsor. Elton John, Tom Hardy and the Beckhams were all there, but can you name 3 American celebrities that attended?
Other than who? Can you...
Other than Elton John, not American. Tom Hardy, not American. The
Oh,
Beckhams,
all right, okay,
not
okay.
American.
Thank you.
Yeah.
In September, 2 men were accused of poisoning a former Russian spy in the UK. They claimed to be tourists, but what specific tourist attraction did they claim they were here to see? And there's a bonus point if you can get the exact measurement. It was like the shittest bit in a Bond movie ever.
Yeah.
The ending? You already seem disappointed in us.
I'm thrilled you're here. Can't believe my luck.
I can't believe you...
How many years have you two been competing together? Because you've never won.
I have won twice.
Did
Was
you?
I here?
Oh, no, that was Russell.
Right, next question. Brexit dominated the headlines, confusing many, including actor Danny Dyer, who described it as a mad riddle that nobody understands. But what did he claim David Cameron had done in the aftermath of Brexit?
This is sick. You right on here. It comes out.
I know.
You remember those things when you were little up and around and
Who's in love with no?
Don't ever go. That's the technology we're working with.
Can we rub it out? How do we
No.
rub it out?
Mo, it is not acceptable to rub one out on the show. In June, Donald Trump met North Korean leader Kim Jong-un, the first time the heads of America and North Korea have ever met. Before sitting down to talk, what did Trump ask photographers to do?
What did he ask photographers to do?
Yeah, he asked photographers to do something. I'll give you a clue. He asked them to do something that was pretty much going to be impossible, but he asked them to do something. Just as they were sitting down for the summit meeting, he said, photographers, help
Can
me out
you
here."
like me?
OK, lastly, for this first round, why was the world transfixed to hear the news of 13 wild boars in the summer?
B-O-A-R-S.
Yeah, wild boars.
Not just boring.
Where?
people
Where
at
was this?
Where was it?
Where were they roaring?
Well, that would give the whole thing away. If I gave you a location...
Wait, is this that Thai cave thing?
Well, if you say them out loud rather than writing them down, you can sometimes give it away to the other teams,
Yeah.
Michelle.
Some people would say that would be more televisual. You know, some quizzes, they do that, don't they, on television? People just say the answers out loud, rather than watch footage of them writing them down.
I'm very happy with you, Michelle.
OK, we finished the quiz. We can go.
Yeah.
Night-night.
Round one, and you know it's round one, stop it. Right, time for the first set of answers. First up, I asked you if you could name 3 American celebrities who attended Prince Harry and Meghan Markle's wedding. Michelle, surely you got these.
Yeah, George Clooney, Oprah, Serena, and Meghan.
It's a very good answer, yes. Meghan Markle was there, who's a huge celebrity.
Yeah, you guys love suits.
Specifically, Prince Harry loved suits.
Yeah.
He used it like Tinder.
I just thought you meant suits in general. I was sitting there like, no, I don't like suits.
Claudia, Mo, what did you get?
Same. Oprah, Serena, George.
OK. Richard and Noel.
Oh, dear. Oh, dear.
OK, what did you get?
Well, I put Columbo. And
I followed that up with Kanye. And then I got bored and wrote Roger Fucksword.
and also Dick Van Dyke. Because I don't know if he was there. Was he there?
I think he's dead.
No,
No, he's alive.
he's alive.
He nearly died and he got saved by dolphins, remember? On a lilo.
What?
Dick Van Dyke. That's a true story.
Your problem is
No,
you've
on a
cried
lilo?
wolf too many times.
Oh, my God. Can someone vouch for me? Dick Van Dyke on a lilo, fell asleep, woke up,
Google
too
it.
far out, dolphins pushed him back to shore.
Thanks, dolphins. Thanks for getting me back.
I will...
No, it is true. That is a true thing that happened in the world that we live in. But weirdly, you saying it makes it sound like it isn't true.
I don't think it's just him that makes it sound untrue. It is also weird.
It's pretty weird. OK, so 3 points for David and Michelle, 3 points for Claudia and Mo, no points for Richard and Noel. Next, I asked if you remembered what the 2 suspects accused of poisoning the Russian spy claimed they were doing in the UK. What did you have?
Salisbury and Stonehenge. Salisbury Cathedral and Stonehenge.
Stonehenge.
We just call Stonehenge's walls.
I know your president wants to build a Stonehenge. Yeah, nice.
No, it's Stonehenge we put. Because I think they wanted to see Salisbury... They said they wanted to see Salisbury Cathedral and Stonehenge, I thought.
And I thought Salisbury was the name of the grocery store.
That's Sainsbury's, I think you're thinking of.
I think it is.
OK, Claudia and Mo, what did you get?
We just got Salisbury Cathedral.
But the spire, and you asked for a measurement, tall.
Richard, why did you think the Russian spies said they were on a tourist trip to England?
They wanted to go to Asda. They haven't got one in Russia. They'd heard it was good.
They're very competitively priced, and they have a very good policy about taking stuff back. I took a TV back to Asda after a year.
Let's remind ourselves of their less than convincing reasoning during an awkward interview on Russia Today.
What were you doing there?
Our friends had been suggesting for a long time that we visit this wonderful town.
There's the famous Salisbury Cathedral, famous not only in Europe, but in the whole world. It's famous for its 123-meter spire. It's famous for its clock, the one of the first ever created in the world, that's still working.
I mean, who are they fooling?
They did get those jumpers at Asda, though.
Do you think when that one guy heard who did his voice, he was really mad about it?
Oh, bless him. OK, I asked you what Danny Dyer accused David Cameron of doing after Brexit. What did you put?
We said told him to fuck off, or he fucked off.
Yeah, he fucked off. We said, as in he departed, fucked off, and that he was a twat.
I think that's worth a point. Claudia, Mo?
I put ballsed it up. Did he say something like that? It seems like something he would say, though. Like, it's like, because he's like a geezer, innit? They fucking ballsed up that Brexit. Fucking ballsed up, innit?
That's not even Cockney enough. That's not even
But
quarter
we've got
Cockney
the word
enough.
twat in there, which is what he called him. That's worth...
OK, twat's good. What do you think, Richard, Noel?
Also twat, but that he put his trotters up. With his trotters up. That was the best bit, when he said his trotters. With his trotters up. His trotters up.
100% right.
Oh,
OK, let's treat ourselves. So this is Danny Dyer on Brexit.
Who knows about Brexit?
Yeah, quite.
No one's got a fucking clue what Brexit is, yeah? You watch Question Time, it's comedy.
Were you no clearer when Jeremy Corbyn explained
No, I ain't got
Labour's
the clue.
policy?
No one knows what it is. It's like this mad riddle that no one knows what it is, right? So what's happened to that twat David Cameron who called it off? Let's be fair.
Oh.
I think you're referring to our former Prime Minister.
Yeah, but how comes he can scuttle off? He called all this on.
Yeah.
Yeah?
He
Called it
has
on.
no regrets.
Where is he? He's in Europe, in Nice, with his trotters up. Yeah? Where is the geezer? I think he should be held accountable for it. He should be held accountable for it.
It's a valid point. A lot of people do feel...
Twat.
That...
How excited was that old man to be next to Pamela Anderson?
It is an incredible lineup of guests. We're going, right, we've got to discuss Brexit. Who are we going to get? The A-team. Jeremy Corbyn, yes. Danny Dyer, yes. Pamela Anderson, yes. OK, I asked you what Trump asked photographers to do before his historic meeting with Kim Jong-un. What did you put?
I thought he said don't use flash. Because he might melt. He's...
He might melt. He's got an odd look about him. It's not the right answer. Richard, no?
You've done your Zeds back to front.
I've done back to front. I put jizz on their tripods. I spelled jizz with 2 back-to-front Zs. I don't know what I'm doing. I think I might have had an aneurysm.
Michelle?
We said make us look good / yummy.
That is the correct answer. Let's take a look at their excruciatingly awkward meeting.
Very nice. Getting a good picture of everybody so we look nice and handsome and thin.
Beautiful.
Perfect.
Handsome and thin and perfect. That's Michael McIntyre there meeting Donald Trump. I asked why the world was captivated by news of 13 wild boars in the summer. I think Michelle might have given this away.
Oh, the Thai cave boys?
Yeah, the team was called the Wild Boars.
Oh.
That's what their football team was called. So you managed to write down what Michelle said?
Yep.
And Richard,
We didn't listen to them, but we did write Thai cave thing.
Is that right? 13 boys rescued. Points all round. OK, well. So at the end of the first round, let's take a look at the scores. I can tell you that Richard and Noel have a very creditable 2. Claudia and Mo have 6 in the lead. David and Michelle with 7. Well, see you after the break for more show that's all killer and no filler, just like a Russian's weekend away in Salisbury.
I think that's an interesting thing.
This one piece will make 52 layers.
Watch on mobile devices or the big screen. All for free. No subscription required.
Welcome back to the Big Fat Quiz. Our next round is all about the music of 2018. Let's remind ourselves. The Spice Girls announced they are getting back together. Victoria Beckham said she won't be singing with the Spice Girls, so no change there then. And a scary, sporty, posh ginger baby is what Meghan and Harry are going to have next year. OK. Time for some more questions? OK. For our first music question, it's over to the Channel 4 newsroom, where Jon Snow is reporting on one of the biggest songs of the year. Over to John.
An international manhunt is underway after a British citizen in his 20s was seen abandoning large reptiles by the roadside, south of the equator. The creatures, which have been described as homegrown alligators, were reportedly left after the suspect was heard saying that he gotta hit the road. He is thought to have become distressed that the architecture around him was unfamiliar and was confused as to the date, saying, "Time flies by in the yellow and green." According to eyewitnesses, the accused spoke in a gravelly baritone and fled underneath the hot sun in a vehicle with 2 in the front and 2 in the back. The man and his accomplices were said to be heading for a mountaintop that he was dreaming of. The public have been asked to report any unusual sightings of a man deep-sea diving around the clock wearing bikini bottoms. More updates as we get them. Back to you, Jimmy.
He's amazing, right? Jon Snow there reporting on one of the biggest songs of the year, so just write down the title of the song. David Mitchell will get this one, Michelle, if it wasn't a hit in America.
Can we just skip this question? Because...
It's making me unhappy.
We haven't got a clue.
We don't know.
So this is dead time for us, because there's no amount of thinking.
No.
We could just name a song we do know. Singing in the Rain, for example. But I know that's not what he's referring to.
I'll tell you what, I'll give you the artist, you can give me the song.
Come on.
So the artist is George Ezra.
Oh, fine.
Let's put George
Wait.
Ezra. Do we get a point for George Ezra?
No, I just told you that.
Well, I'm right. Yeah, anyway, you
There
can't
are
stop
no
me.
crocodiles in Budapest.
Right, next question. In May, a global audience of around 200 million people saw Israel's Netta Barzilai win the Eurovision Song Contest with the song Toy. What was unusual about a dance move and sound effect featured in her performance?
Was she being an animal?
Yes.
Which one?
Hey! This is the only one we know. Don't help them.
Oh, mind the animal. Go on, you will to me. Go on.
No.
Is it a squirrel?
Yes. yeah.
Squirrel is almost my favourite of all the animals.
Is it?
Yes.
When you say almost, what is? I'm surprised.
Giraffe.
A giraffe, OK.
Giraffe, then squirrel. That is a leap.
Yeah, that is...
But they get on.
No, they don't.
Oh, they're almost best friends.
I think they live in
That's
parallel. I didn't think
I
they get
saw
on.
a giraffe kick a squirrel in the head with its hoof.
How is any of this helping?
Well, I've crossed off squirrel and giraffe. Just tell me the animal group. Arachnid, cephalopod.
That's not a group, is it?
It's an open-toed ungulate.
What's a cephalopod? What's that? You're looking at a marsupial. We'll give you that.
Yeah.
Right.
Next question. In April, Sainsbury's boss, Mike Coop, was caught singing to himself whilst waiting to be interviewed. All I want to know is, what song was he singing?
What's his name? Mike Coop?
Mike Coop.
How are you spelling that? 'Cause it's a bit like co-op. That's got to be a problem, isn't it? Mike Co-op, who owns Sainsbury's. Outside Asda, this is horrible. Claudia.
What? Yeah.
OK, Kanye West met President Donald Trump in the White House in October, but what security detail did Kanye inadvertently reveal to the world's media whilst in the Oval Office? He gave away a massive security detail. What was it?
Where they were.
Yes.
All right, I've got some answers for you. Jon Snow was reporting on one of the biggest hits of the year. Did you get what it was?
Crocodile shoes, like we put.
OK, and you put David and Michelle?
Elton John's Crocodile Rock.
OK, and you got Claudia, Mo?
Shotgun.
Exactly the right answer.
Yep.
You're fans of excellent dancing, right?
I
mean, you do Strictly. course, you're a fan of great dancing. Let's go back over to Jon Snow.
I'll be riding shotgun underneath the hot sun, feeling like someone. I'll be riding shotgun underneath the hot sun, feeling like a someone,
How do you get him to do that?
How do we get him to do that?
Yeah.
I've got some Polaroids I took in the 70s. Netta Barzilai won the Eurovision Song Contest. What was unusual about her dance and sound effect?
We think she did a fart dance move.
What would the dance move be to go with the fart sound effect?
I don't know, probably something where she's, like, running away a little.
I mean, the sound effect would be crucial to the clarity of the move, because you do a certain movement, possibly slightly bottomy, but it's the noise that comes with it that makes it clear that you're supposedly representing a fart.
So you think a fart noise won the Eurovision Song Contest?
No, that's just part of the routine. It'd be amusing, wouldn't it?
Farts are funny.
Yeah.
OK.
What's not improved by a fart?
If she farted... I think you're greatly underestimating the fart.
Claudia, Mo, what did you get for this one?
I don't know. Squirrel or a fox or some sort of small, fluffy creature, like...
Yeah, we led you a massive bum steer there.
So it was a fart?
No. It was a chicken move, wasn't it?
move.
Chicken dance.
Well, you're absolutely right. Let's treat ourselves to a look.
You're divine and he's about to regret. It's a I'm not sure. I'm not your toy. You stupid boy.
That's outstanding.
I know.
Yeah, it's something, isn't it?
Yeah. Whose idea is it to go to Lucky Cats doing that? I've got it. You've done a chicken dance. We'll go to loads of gold cats doing that.
I mean, well, you got the answer. Brilliant. A point for
Yeah,
you.
we won a quiz.
I will still be losing at the end of this.
Next up, I asked you if you remembered what song Sainsbury's CEO Mike Coop was caught singing in an interview.
Was it Fuck the Police?
Killing in the name of.
It was not Killing in the Name of or Fuck the Police.
I can't read what Richard's written. It's like doctor's handwriting. Over to you.
Man, I Feel Like a Woman by Shania Twain.
That would have been so much better.
Or Lithium by Nirvana.
OK, Claudia, Mo, what do you think?
We didn't know. We guessed Spice Girls
What,
just
you
because
think
you'd
we knew?
mentioned them.
I mean, you're pretty close with...
I thought, aren't we right? Was it not?
No.
Oh, was it Money Makes the World Go Round? It was something about money.
Yeah.
I thought it was Money, Money, Money.
Well...
ABBA.
Money
Yeah, I am
Floyd.
into music. But was it Money Makes the World Go Round? Oh, we're in the money! It's We're in the Money, isn't it?
Yes.
Ah!
Let's have a look.
We're in the money, the sky is sunny. Let's send it, lend it, rolling along. We're in the money, the sky is sunny. Let's lend it, spend it, send it, rolling along.
Whatever you say about the performance, at the end of it, he didn't go... Bark, 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 bark. So, you've got to see the positive.
I think that's a brilliant performance.
Yeah, I
That's
found it
incredibly...
endearing.
I wouldn't say endearing. I think that's sort of haunting. But can you imagine if he's, like, playing a serial killer in a thriller?
Yeah.
And he
Oh,
suddenly
yeah.
starts singing, We're in the money.
Yeah. Why is he in a medieval castle as well?
I think that's just England.
It's a very good point.
That's
Well made.
not... That's
He's on
not
the Harry
medieval,
Potter
that's Edwardian.
That double glazing seems post-Edwardian, though.
OK, next I asked you what security details Kanye inadvertently revealed whilst he was at the White House with Trump. What did you put?
His bike lock digits. I wish I'd put that, but I only just thought of it.
His phone, which I think was something like 0000 or 1111. You know,
Yeah.
you get where I'm going.
OK, what, Claudia, Mo?
Got the same thing, password, and then I put the code. Can we get a bonus point for that?
Yeah, please.
How many zeros did you put?
5 zeros.
5. No. was 6-0, so I would have given you the bonus point. OK, what did you... Dave, Michelle, you know a lot about politics.
We thought it might be his Secret Service nickname was revealed, which is Cadaver.
Let's take a look.
And what we want to start with is, I brought a gift with me right here.
It's a bad meeting when someone pulls out their phone to show you ideas.
To show you a gift? Who cares about that?
Oh, you can show me a gift all day. I'll be happy.
OK, no points. OK, for our last music question, please welcome two very special guests, Love Island finalists, Megan and Wes. Hello, Megan and Wes. Hi. Hello, Wes. Hi, Megan. How are you? You all right? Very nice to see you.
And you.
So how's life been since Love Island?
It's been a whirlwind, really.
A whirlwind?
A whirlwind, yeah.
What have you been... Are you still together?
Yeah, we are.
Jimmy, stop flirting.
I was asking if they're still together, because sometimes they break up on the Love Island and then they get back together.
The day they leave the studio.
We're still going strong.
Still going strong.
When their career dies out, we might break up, get back together.
100%. OK, now you've got a music-related question, I believe.
Yeah,
yes.
we do.
What is the music-related question?
So Love Island was one of the biggest TV events of the year, but our question is about the biggest song of the year.
It got over 2 billion views on YouTube. It was one of the most requested songs on Alexa. But what was it?
The biggest song of the year. 2 billion...
2 billion?
2 billion YouTube views.
Do you mean million?
Billion.
Billion.
Okay, I was just
You sound
asking.
like Dr. Evil now. 2 million views.
2 million.
It's not that many views. While you write down the song, I want to ask a Love Island question. Who won the Love Island?
Jack and Danny.
Jack and Danny.
Do you actually win the island? How do you win?
So you get in a couple, and then, like, other guys and girls come in. If you're tempted, you can recouple. Did a few times, not gonna lie, but I found...
Racy.
Do you do stuff with the other people?
Yeah. It's up to you. I mean...
sorry.
So, a lot of the guys are like Essex says it. What I'm saying though, yeah, like, I like you a lot in it. So basically, you know what I mean? Like, I just want to talk to you.
Who else were you with?
I was with a girl called Laura.
Is that the Scottish lady?
Yeah.
She's a bit older than you as well, isn't it?
She's 29.
And then you said, look, it's not for me. And she you tried to be like, look,
Look at Mo, the expert.
Yeah, no, I watched
you
it.
were watching it the whole way
I watched
through.
that bit because she was the older one, isn't it? And she was like, I don't fucking care anyway. I don't even give a shake.
OK, so what have you got? Let's have a look at the answers.
Jimmy, this still now looks like you've just dropped your 2 kids off to a party.
OK, have you all... Let's see your answers on this. Michelle, what was your answer?
Something that was bad.
True, but not what we were looking for. Richard, no?
Shark song.
Oh, I'm afraid not. Claudia, Mo?
Baby Shark.
OK, let's go to these two. The answer is?
Yeah, of course. It was the Baby Shark.
Let's have a quick listen to Baby Shark. No, it's not good to start with, but it gets good. Have a listen.
Does it?
This is
Yeah, it gets good.
That's the death of music.
I want to give you a point for Shark Song.
They said shark.
We said Baby Shark.
The child clearly goes through the entire shark family. It's not just about the baby shark, it goes through the mummy shark, the daddy shark, it goes on to the grandparents.
Baby Shark's a jumping off point to get to the
Ridiculous
shark.
to call it baby shark. It's the whole shark family. And the whole song's a rip-off of Five Finger Family anyway.
That's it. I've had enough.
Sorry, Five Finger Family?
I'm a bit OCD, I'm going to have to pick that up.
It is a rip-off of Five Finger
Someone
Family.
could get hurt now.
It's a rip-off.
Look what I found, a shark's tooth, everyone. Oh no, it's a baby shark's tooth. Me wrong again, isn't it? Going to put this wet tea bag on Jimmy's stand.
I don't think that's the first time Jimmy's had a wet tea bag on his stand.
Let's have a look and see what that's done to the scores. OK, so Richard and Noel have 5, David and Michelle have 7, Claudia and Mo in the lead with 9. See you for more after the break. But ladies and gentlemen, please give a round of applause one more time for Megan and Wes. Welcome back to the Big Fat Quiz. Our next round is all about film and TV in 2018. In February, Black Panther took the box office by storm. We finally have a black superhero. Is there anything Black Panther can't do? Sadly, yes. Walk up to an American police officer with his hands in his pockets. Let's remind ourselves of some of the year's TV highlights.
Action!
I just got paid. I'm broke, but I'm falling. Don't know where we're going. We go in when we go out. I just got paid. I'm broke, but I'm falling. Don't know where we're going.
Ready?
We go in when we
Okay.
go out.
What?
Yes, I'm ready.
Yeah, kind of special to me, that one as well.
It's just pure chemistry, isn't it? That's what it is, yeah.
Well played.
TV and film questions. First up, currently starring in A Christmas Carol in the West End, Simon Callow has a question for you.
Hi, Jimmy. Now, speaking as someone who knows a thing or two about characters, I was very intrigued to hear that a film featuring a well-loved British character was banned in China this year. But can your teams tell me who it was?
The final of BBC's Bodyguard was watched by 17 million people. Due to a misunderstanding over language, some American viewers thought the two leads had an inappropriate relationship. Why?
Does Home Secretary mean mother in American?
You are so close to the right answer there.
Ah.
Let's just put incest.
What film, released back in February, resulted in people worldwide making the American Sign Language sign for hug and love? OK, next, George Ezra has a question for you.
Hello, Jimmy. I've got a question for you. So, in May, Jeremy Clarkson fronted the latest series of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? And alongside Ask the Audience, 50-50 and Phone a Friend, a new fourth lifeline was introduced to the show. Can you remember what it was called?
It's a new lifeline,
It's a new one, yeah.
Ask the
audience, phone a friend, 50-50.
75-25.
75-25 would be great.
Is it just tell me the answer? Just tell me the answer on this one, please.
Time for a Say What You See. Have a look at these pictures. Tell me what event from 2018 you think they're spelling out.
God. Yes, and deal with that.
Got it already.
Oh, Claudia's got it wrong quickly.
Fuck you.
Oh, some smug people now murmuring.
Yeah.
It's an easy one.
Sheep.
All right, have you all got something? Time for some answers. OK, so Simon Callow asked you if you knew which British character had been banned in China. What did you get?
Winnie the Pooh.
That is absolutely the correct answer. What did you think was banned in China?
I thought the teapot in Beauty and the Beast
had been banned. Why did you think that had been banned in China?
I panicked.
OK, now, Claudia, Mo, you went with...
Christopher Robin.
Which is also the right answer, because the Christopher Robin movie was banned this year because it featured Winnie the Pooh.
And there were posters everywhere.
And the issue is, do you know what the issue is?
Is it Winnie the Pooh ain't got no clothes, he's just got a T-shirt on?
No, but that would be a more logical reason. That would make some sense. Their reason is the leader of China looks a bit like Winnie the Pooh, and he's quite sensitive about it. I'll show you the two pictures. Winnie the Pooh there is on the right or left? Right.
I didn't know Winnie the Pooh was British.
All cartoon bears are English, even Yogi. Deal with that.
Yeah.
I only believe that because he says picnic, and that feels like a thing you guys would say.
Picnic?
Yeah. Yogi goes, I'm taking my picnic basket.
That just sounds like there's a lineup. Everyone's Nick, and you've got to pick one.
OK, next I wanted to know why some American viewers were confused about the relationship between two lead characters in The Bodyguard. OK, what have you gone for, Michelle?
Incest. Dating.
We said related. They were related.
That is the same deal, and you've gone with...
We put Baby Shark, but I said incest. That's the strangest sentence I've said.
OK, so, yes, some Americans were confused because when he says ma'am, a lot of Americans thought he meant mum. So have a look at some of the tweets. The whole time I've been thinking David Budd in The Bodyguard has been saying mum, but it's ma'am. Thank God. Really made me think I was watching a show with a ton of incest in it.
Incest's fine, it's just a ton of incest that's bad.
It's when the incest becomes too heavy.
Let's have a look and see whether we think this is a valid complaint.
How long is this going to take?
Can't see for certain, Mum.
Your shirt.
Thank you, Mum. On duty, Mum. All clear, Mum.
He did all his chores.
That would have been a great strapline, wouldn't it? He's really done all his chores.
Yeah.
One
final chore
left to do.
And if he does it well, we're all going on a blatant picnic.
Also, there's far too much kind of friendliness between them for a standard English mother-son relationship.
I mean, to be honest, I would say if they were a mother and son, it starts that you'd say their relationship is too formal. It's not a healthy...
Yes.
And then it becomes affectionate, but in the wrong way. Or without an intervening period of a sort of healthy family dynamic.
Yes.
Yeah, sometimes you overcorrect and then you swing back.
Yeah, they definitely overcorrect, don't they? That would be...
Last night, I overcorrected your mum. Well overcorrected your mum last night, Jimmy. I overcorrected her in the car park behind the bins.
OK. I asked you if you knew what film had people making the American Sign Language sign for hug and love. What did you...
You said sign language, and I thought, oh, blind spotting. Because I confuse sign language with what you do to blind people.
What do you mean, what you do to blind people?
I think Michelle thought that blind people might use sign language to get around their disability.
Oh, that
Very much not.
What did you put... why did you think people were making the sign?
Shape of water.
You thought the shape of water? Well, there was... a deaf lady in the shape of water and
Sally
some signing.
Hawkins.
But people didn't do the sign for hug and love, the American sign for that, because...
What a bunch of wankers.
Claudia? Mo?
Black Panther.
Yeah, it was the sign for, Wakanda.
Wakanda.
OK, George Ezra wanted to know what the new lifeline was on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire.
Rope attached to a tyre.
That is good.
I think that is a lifeline.
That's a real lifeline.
Right, so you're above quicksand or alligators and you hold on to...
I don't want 50-50 if I'm in quicksand. I want a rope.
Yeah, exactly.
We said sex for an answer.
Sex for an answer.
I will give you sex for one answer.
Did George Ezra want to know and then you located him? What round was it?
Did he really want to know?
Did you find out that he really wanted to know and you went, oh,
did you hear on the
that
internet?
actually could help us out because we've got a question. We could kill two birds with one stone. Or did you just ask him to ask the question?
And did he have to act like he really wanted to know?
Because I don't think he cares.
Because I didn't buy that shit at all.
Claudia, what do you think?
We didn't know.
At first, I said, fuck it. Because I was like, if I don't know, he's like, fuck it, innit? Fuck it. And then Claudia was like, use your phone, like, for the internet.
Like, maybe he's allowed some sort of Google device.
Well, the answer is you get to ask the host. It's Ask Jeremy.
Really?
Let's see how Ask the Host actually went.
I'm going to ask you, Jeremy.
Would love to help you out, but I literally don't know. I just couldn't say.
Right. OK. I'll ask the host.
I'm genuinely of no use to you. The artist just ever sticks in my head.
I think I'd like to ask the host.
What I think is, obviously, I've no idea.
And despite your past performances on the show, Jeremy, I'd like to ask the host.
I can't help you on that at all, as is usual.
Where's his afro gone?
I've combined it into mine.
OK, I asked you to say what you saw. I want an exact answer here. Claudia Winkleman.
Well, it's Jodie Whittaker.
Joe D. Whittaker.
Day B. Sheep, the new Doctor Who.
Not debuts.
Debuts. That's it. Debut. Oh, that's so clever.
What did you get?
We went Jodie Whittaker, debut pub Doctor Who. Which is how I would express it.
Yeah.
It was Joe D. Whittaker debuts in Doctor Who.
Ewes. That's what the baby sheep are called. Ewes.
No, female sheep.
Female sheep.
Oh, I never knew that.
Female sheep, you. Richard, Noel, what did you put for this one?
Jodie Whittaker debut Doctor Who.
No, you can't just read out what the answer is.
Hang on. I've got very poor penmanship. Look, Jodie Whittaker debuts Doctor Who.
Oh, no, I can see it now. All right, they get a point. All right. Points.
Oh, good.
Points.
Great, you've relaxed the standards.
OK, now it's time for a special bonus round. I'm going to show you 3 film posters from this year which have all been subtly improved. All you need to do is tell me what the film is.
Never has the word bonus been more misused.
I mean, when you're right, David. OK. So I want to know the name of the film. I'm looking for 3 answers on the screen. Here's the first one.
What's that?
You know what that film is?
Oh, dude.
Yeah, no.
OK, so what film is that? Here's the second one. Write down the name of the film.
Oh, yeah, okay.
We've saved the best for last. I defy anyone not to be a little bit sexually aroused when they see this next one. I've got to say, the longer hair for you, David, is really doing it for me.
Yeah.
OK, so, have you all got something? Let's have a look. Too late.
No, get away! I need the pen. You haven't said anything. I need the pen.
Pen's been switched off, Claudia.
I need the pen.
OK, so, what have you got? David, Michelle?
Avengers Infinity War.
Yeah.
I haven't known that.
Mamma Mia 2.
Yeah.
A Star is Born.
Star is Born, OK. Claudia, what'd you get?
Avengers Infinity War, Mamma Mia 2, and I wrote Love Story because I got confused because Barbara Streisand was in my head and I just got confused, and then you took the pen away from me.
Well, I got confused when I put money instead of we're in the money.
You might want to just let that one go now. I mean, you know, it's
You've
over.
got to squash that hurt down, Dave.
Did you, Richard, Noel?
Mamma Mia 2, Star is Born. Well, we've got the first one wrong.
So 2 points, 2 points, 3 points. Let's have a look at the posters. Let's have a look. So that's me as Thanos in the Avengers Infinity War.
Nice.
Yeah, nice. The second one was me, David and Noel, the cast of Mamma Mia. I'll be honest with you, I think we look better. And finally, David and I as Lady Gaga and Bradley Cooper. So at the end of that round, the scores are Richard and Noel have 8. They're lucky to have 8, frankly. David and Michelle, 13. Just ahead, Claudia and Mo with 15. Join us after the break for more of the show that's a bit like England at the World Cup. A bit of fun, no one wins anything, and there's a bloke in charge who looks like a bit of a dick in a waistcoat. See you in 5. Welcome back to the Big Fat Quiz. Our next round is all about science and the internet in 2018. If you suffer from erectile dysfunction, things are looking up. In March, Viagra was made available over the counter. Over the counter Viagra. That sounds powerful. In August, YouTuber KSI and vlogger Logan Paul had a boxing match, with the winner going on to fight Grumpy Cat. OK, ready for some more Big Fat questions? Of course you are. First, it's over to the One Show's Alex Jones.
Hi, Jimmy. Now, this year, we all took steps to ensure we cut down on how much plastic we used. And I was thrilled to hear that Chepstow became the first town in South Wales to be awarded plastic-free status. But remarkably, how did they celebrate their achievement?
OK, so Chepstow became a plastic-free town. How did they celebrate?
Oh, I know, yeah. All I know is this. It was something to do...
Everything you know?
With this. Well, we'll take
I
on.
actually thought that, you know.
Yeah, that's
I
fun.
It might be that.
OK, all right. One of the biggest memes on Twitter this year was BDE. All I want to know is what those initials stand for.
Oh, I know that.
BDE, what the hell?
Come on, you're 40 years younger than me. BDE, like, best day ever.
Yes, I think it probably would be. Next question. Kylie Jenner did something in February of this year that caused shares of a tech company to plummet by $1.3 billion. What did she do? This is Kylie Jenner there in Basic Instinct, I believe. Have a listen to this recording of Jay Aubrey-Jones discussing an online debate that he sparked back in May. All I want to know is, what's he talking about?
I thought, well, it couldn't be that huge. And then I heard the recording again online, and I realized what a brouhaha this whole thing was.
So it's basically an internet debate.
I know, but I can't remember.
How do you know you can't remember?
Because I know I knew.
That's the same as not knowing.
Last question for this round, over to superstar DJ Jonas Blue.
Hi Jimmy, 2018 has been a great year for me DJing and performing all over the world. But back in April, 11-year-old Mason Ramsey made his Coachella debut after a video of him performing in Walmart went viral. But what did the video show him doing?
So what Jonas wants to know what 11-year-old Mason Ramsey did in Walmart that went viral this year.
I have brought some snacks from home.
OK.
But let's not...
You brought snacks from home?
I brought snacks from home.
What have you got, quiche?
Here we go.
Oh!
Cheese and pineapple hedgehog.
Cheese and pineapple go together.
Michelle, have you never had cheese and pineapple?
No.
What? You got any? You Americans don't know how to live. This is proper British food.
Yeah,
I want
I
you to
love them.
try one of these, because that, I mean, that's a taste sensation right there.
What kind of cheese is it?
It doesn't matter.
Pass those over.
It's a taste sensation, right?
Oh, we've got booze! Let's all get hammered.
What's Buck's Fizz?
It's disgusting.
Alex Jones wanted to know how Chepstow celebrated becoming the first town in South Wales to be awarded plastic-free status. What have you put?
You don't need to know.
A plastic surgery festival.
A plastic surgery festival is a very good answer. Claudia, Mo, what did you put?
What's the question? We're having
question is
an
it?
eating
It's the first
break.
question.
You guys, we're having...
Rocky's
You're having a picnic.
Picnic.
OK, so bubble wrap, Claudia and Mo. And what do you put, Richard?
Blowing up a puppy.
I can tell you they actually celebrated their plastic-free status by they hung up a banner made of plastic. I asked you what the initials BDE stood for. What do you put?
Continue. This is bad with all the electricals.
Is it bad with the electricals? Yes,
Yeah, I
no.
wouldn't pour too much Bucks Fizz on the electricals.
Claudia, Mo, what did you put?
BDE, Big Dick Energy.
That is the right answer. Richard, no, what have you put?
Big Dick Energy.
I put dong first because I find the term dick very offensive.
So I put ick above dong.
You know, I've never heard of this.
It'll be a good name for like an energy supply, though, innit?
Instead of... Yeah, because they've got a bad reputation,
Are your
haven't they?
bills overdue, then?
That's right.
Big Dick Energy.
I think it seems like someone that doesn't actually have a big dick, but they just have the energy of someone that has a big dick.
You don't want anyone with big dick energy. You want somebody with gratitude, with a miniature penis.
With small dick enthusiasm.
You mean...
All right, next, I wanted to know what Kylie Jenner did that caused shares of a tech company to drop by $1.3 billion. What did you put?
She said Snapchat was over.
She only bloody did.
You said who uses Snap? I don't even know what that is.
Yeah, that's the correct answer. What did you think?
Oh, we put Instagram because I thought it was Instagram.
How old we are, Jimmy.
It turns out it was another thing I don't care about.
No. Well, that's your mistake. She tweeted that she didn't use Snapchat anymore.
Oh, yeah. Maybe if she'd DM'd me, I would have got it.
Yeah.
Points, no points. OK. I played you a recording of J. Aubrey Jones, who'd been discussing an online debate he was involved in. What did you think it was?
Pineapple and pizza.
Don't blame him.
What do you mean? Why would I blame him?
It was not a wise... But all I remember is there was a hoo-ha about whether you should have pineapple on pizza.
A brouhaha, not a hoo-ha.
OK, so what did you write, Richard? No?
What was the question again? About brouhahas.
Was I not
it was
right?
a word.
It was an online
You said
debate
he
about
said
a word.
yes.
Yes.
And I didn't, so I've made a word up. I just put flumpo.
It's not flumpo, but great guess.
It's a good word, though.
Well, it was like the same kind of controversy as the blue and yellow dress.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it was either, I said Sheila and Lucy or something similar.
It was basically...
It was like an oral AUR. version of the dress thing.
Yes. It was actually the Laurel Yanny debate. Let's have a listen.
Laurel.
What are you hearing there, Michelle?
Yanny.
Yanny, I'm hearing Yanny.
Laurel.
Well, I can tell you, younger people are likely to hear Yanny because they hear higher frequencies. Older people will hear Laurel. He's actually saying the word Laurel.
What were you hearing, Jimmy? Laurel or Yanny?
Laurel.
Me too.
Laurel.
Yeah, me too.
It's not Laurel.
I'm
I'm hearing
Laurel.
Yanny.
What are you hearing?
I'm hearing Yanny, and I'm older than all of you. It's Yanny.
OK, so by shouting out, who's hearing Yanny?
He's in.
Who's hearing Laurel?
What?
OK, the people hearing Laurel are drunker. That's all that told us. Well, he was recording the word Laurel for vocabulary.com.
What, just that word? Is that specialised?
Yeah, he's a perfectionist.
Man.
So the only word he does is Laurel.
Yeah.
He can't even do that.
What's a Yanny? I don't know what a Yanny is.
Sorry, Noel, you've just made up the word flumpo.
You're hearing flumpo, I'm hearing get on with the fucking quiz.
OK. And lastly for the internet round, DJ Jonas Blue asked you if you could remember why 11-year-old Mason Ramsey went viral earlier this year. What did you think?
Does he really want to know, or is he ambivalent?
He wants to know. He asked me to ask you. David Mitchell, you got this, right?
Did I?
What's the answer?
I wrote down singing a song. He got a record contract.
Oh,
well, that is technically the right answer.
Yeah.
Claudia, Mo?
What else do you want?
Yodel Kid. That was...
Yodel Kid is the more correct answer.
What is it?
What did you get?
Yodeling, a Hank Williams song.
Hank Williams
I mean,
song.
you guys are
Exactly.
geniuses. Let's treat ourselves to a listen.
I don't know what I do. All I do is say, I hold on that last song did. She said goodbye. Well, Lord, I thought I would cry.
Michelle, your culture's rubbish.
He's in for a real sad awakening once puberty hits.
God love him. Oh, I tell you what, it's time for a bonus round. This is the part of the show where I introduce a mystery guest. All you have to do is guess who they are and how they made the news this year.
Is
you
it
can
the
only
yodeling
ask...
kid?
Great question, no. You can only ask them yes or no questions. Ladies and gentlemen, our mystery guest. How are you? Very nice to see you. OK, so write down the answer as soon as you know it, and we'll move on.
Out of yes and no, which is your favourite word?
Have you created something?
Yes.
Musically?
No. Did you make a robot?
No. Are you a science guy?
No.
Are you a ghost?
You invented something?
Yes. When you completed it, did you get big dick energy? Yes.
Did you invent Viagra?
Is it for grown-ups?
Big dick is pretty close.
Big ball
It's big and it's a dick.
I know this.
Write it down!
Do you believe in Jesus?
No.
As in you don't think he existed?
Yes.
You don't believe he existed?
Yes.
Despite all the historical evidence?
No. Is the thing you invented made of plastic?
Yes.
Oh, that's a bad year for you.
Have a guess. Have a guess. OK, so,
Bad idea.
David and Michelle, what have you got?
That thing that collects plastic in the ocean.
Oh, that would have been good, though, wouldn't it? Yeah, if you'd done that, what a hero you would be. No offence to you, but that would have been amazing. Richard, no, what have you put?
Well, you said put anything, so I put down Toblerone.
Did you invent the Toblerone?
No.
OK.
I don't know
Mo
whether...
Gilligan.
You done the Trump blimp thing. Is that what it's called, a blimp?
I believe this is a small version of the blimp you originally made.
Would you call that an invention?
Yeah, isn't that just...
Let's bring him round and then...
So there's a bigger one. There's a big one.
Yeah, there's a bigger one.
So where do you keep these stuff?
It's not inflated all the time.
No, but that's huge to have that space just to even make it.
But you take the air out.
No, but like you still got to like make that. You know what I mean, innit?
No, you take the air out.
I totally, I'm with my
You know what I mean,
teammate.
innit?
Have you ever been near a bouncy castle?
How do you
But even
leave my
but to
teammate
make a
alone.
bouncy castle, you got to get all the bits together and stitch them and stuff.
They
innit?
don't stitch them. Stitch them together.
No one got it right, innit? So you lot can shut up, innit?
So Leo was the man behind the Trump baby balloon that flew over Parliament on Trump's first visit to the UK. It was done as a protest. How did you come up with the idea for Baby Trump?
I think Trump's presidency is quite a frightening thing, really. It's very much a laugh or cry situation. So we felt like the thing to do was to get down on his level and speak to him in a language that he understands. You know, personal insults. Yeah, exactly. He'd love
Those nipples aren't real. But you're sending this to protests around the world, aren't you?
Yes, so yeah, wherever Trump goes, Trump baby will go too.
I think this is fantastic. Leo, everyone, give him a round of applause. OK, let's see what their questions done to the scores. I can tell you Richard and Noel have 10 in double digits. David and Michelle have 17. In the lead still, Claudia and Mo with 19. So join us after the break, but ladies and gentlemen, one more hand, Leo and his baby Trump. Welcome back to the Big Fat Quiz. The next round is all about sport. In May, Manchester City won the Premier League. On their way to the title, Man City broke several records. Most points, biggest goal difference, and how little I could give a fuck. Serena Williams accused an umpire at the US Open of sexism. Although when he said 40 love, it turns out that it was the score. He wasn't guessing her age and being patronising. Time for some sports questions. Don't panic, they're easy. First up, it wouldn't be the Big Fat Quiz without the children of Mitchellbrook Primary School performing one of their unconventional school plays. Take a look.
La la la, I'm singing my song. La la la, I'm singing my song. You are rubbish. It's never coming home. Ready, steady, go. You are the winners. Oh no, penalties. You are the winners again. It's definitely coming home. Now you're the winners. Oh no! It's not coming home.
I don't know if you follow British sports, Michelle, but that was our summer. OK, so that was the children of Mitchellbrook Primary School's tribute to England's better-than-expected World Cup campaign. But can you remember who eventually knocked us out of the tournament?
Believe it or not, America didn't even make the World Cup.
Yeah, we never really make the World Series, so...
Yeah.
Staying on the World Cup, whose message of encouragement to the England team after they beat Colombia during the World Cup went viral? Oh, Mo's got it.
Mental.
Next up, I want to know, why did social media users heap praise on the Japanese supporters after each one of their World Cup matches?
I'm going to have a tiny nap. I don't know.
A power nap during the sports round. It doesn't seem unreasonable. In November, Gary Anderson reached the quarterfinals of the Grand Slam of Darts. Yeah? Now you're interested.
Hello.
But what was Gary Anderson forced to deny doing mid-match after his opponent claimed it affected his performance?
Ridiculous that you complain. Ridiculous.
Next, it's over to YouTuber and Strictly star Joe Sugg, who has a question for you.
Hello, Jimmy. Taking part in Strictly this year has been so exciting, and being part of a live show every week has shown me that everyone needs a lucky mascot at times. But back in August, Championship football team West Bromwich Albion unveiled a new mascot to their supporters. What was unusual about it?
So, pretty easy question there for Michelle Wolf. West Bromwich Albion, what was their new mascot? I mean, it couldn't be easier.
What animal lives in that area?
Not an animal. Not an animal. Think more household object.
So their mascot was a household item?
Yeah.
In which room would you find it?
It's got its own little room.
It's got its own little room? A kid?
OK, here are some answers. I asked you who England went out to in the World Cup. Could you remember?
I watched it and I still couldn't. I said Croatia, is that right?
Okay.
You can see it.
Mo, you got this right?
Oh, yeah, Croatia.
Genius.
We got that as well.
We got it. We got one right.
Croatia.
I see no tick,
Yeah,
though.
Michelle
I
got
knew that one.
Yeah.
Points all round on that. I asked you whose message of encouragement to the England team during the World Cup went viral. Who did you think?
We wrote Nigel Farage, but...
OK. Mo?
Ross Kemp.
Ross Kemp. And you've also got Ross Kemp?
Yes, thank
OK,
you.
well, let's treat ourselves to a little look.
You will never know what that means to me. That is everything! Everything! We love you! Boys, we love you.
Why are there daffodils in his back pocket?
There's a sunflower.
I think there's sunflower.
Flowers. All right, Van Gogh. What? It's so sinister. You don't know what that means to me.
Do you think that's how he, like, would propose as well? You know, you mean so much to me!
I've got you daffodils. They didn't have them, I've got sunflowers.
I wanted to know why social media had nothing but praise for the Japanese supporters.
We just wrote Ross Kemp again.
I had no idea.
I don't know. I just put they gave out Nintendos.
OK, I mean, I guess they could have. David, Michelle, what do you got?
What do you think it says?
They furry soup from the hoist.
Is that correct?
Yeah.
If that's correct, we'll take the point. If not, I'll say what it actually says.
Which is?
They sung songs from the shows.
No.
OK.
He almost convinces you, though.
was
He's like
a guess.
Obi-Wan. He's like Alec Guinness. He goes, they sung songs from the shows, Jimmy. Yeah, that sounds plausible.
I can tell you the Japanese fans, in fact, cleaned up the stadiums after themselves.
Oh,
Very nice. They stuck around. There's a picture of them. They brought their own bin bags. I asked you if you knew what dance champion Gary Anderson denied doing mid-match back in November. Claudia Winkleman.
Farting.
Why are you so happy about this?
I'm so happy about it because, of course, he needs to release. Let it go. He's playing.
That's what the song from Frozen is about.
Yeah.
What do you think, Richard Noel?
We put also that. Guff.
Guff.
Defecate.
We wrote communist for some reason.
No. That's commit incest.
Oh, commit incest.
Did you commit incest?
Well, let's have a look at it.
We said
Specifically,
fart.
this man did not defecate. He's very clear on it in the interview. Let's have a look.
Just spoke to Wesley, and besides that, he said you were a class player and you let him alive in the first session. He said that it was smelly on the stage.
I thought Wesley had farted on stage. Did he?
Well, I think he thinks you did it.
You can put your finger up the arse, there'll be no smell there. I thought he had shit, and I went, that's dirty. It was bad.
It was bad?
It was bad.
You thought it was you?
Oh, no. Hands up. Swear on my kid's life. So help me God. Nothing crossed.
But it was smelly anyway?
It was smelly. Usually if I fart on stage, I shit myself.
I mean, that's a professional sportsman right there.
I did like how he also said that if he would have farted, he would have shit himself.
Yeah.
Like that this man can't fart. Like every time he's gone to fart, poop is just coming out.
I don't think he's got the healthiest diet.
Yeah. And also, he's saying he didn't.
And that's how he proves his innocence.
Yeah.
All or nothing with me.
OK. Lastly, Joe Sugg wanted to know what was unusual about West Bromwich Albion's new mascot. Richard Noel, what have you got?
We've got giant otter. I think we've written toast for some reason.
Toast rack.
Toast rack. And then we've got toilet blouse, but I think that's supposed to be brush.
What do you think, Mo?
Is it shower? Well, you said it's got its own little room. Could it be some sheets? Or what else did we write?
As a mascot?
What, some sheets as a mascot? Imagine the meeting. What's the mascot going to be? Can it be some sheets?
Michelle, David?
Boiler.
Yeah,
boiler.
correct. It was a combi boiler. Take a look. That's their new mascot.
What?
That is their mascot.
Nah, man, that can't be real. That is shit, you know. That is proper shit. So what, when they score, he goes running up the touchline, high-fiving everyone.
No, he
as a
heats
boiler.
everyone up gently. So points, no points. It's time now to welcome a special guest. It's the Great British Bake Off finalist, Kim Joy. Kim Joy, everyone. Hi, Kim Joy. How are you? What have you brought for us, Kim Joy?
So I've done some meringues with all of you guys' faces on them.
Oh, well,
or
that's...
versions of your faces.
Well, give people the meringues. I mean,
Yeah.
they're slightly too generous in
That's
size.
you.
I think I might be able to power through that.
So that's you.
Look at that. It's a tiny little... Look at that. It's me on a meringue. No, did you watch Bake Off?
This is so brilliant.
These are called kisses, you know that, right? Aren't they?
They are.
That's right, I'm on Bake Off, motherfuckers.
That's 2 seasons he's picked up a thing or two. So on Bake Off, when you finish with the cakes and the judges have had a little bit, what happens to the cake?
The crew will eat it, yeah. Because they know the ones which are the best ones, they all descend on the bake.
Do you want a juicy bit of gossip, Jimmy?
Oh, yes.
Prue, occasionally, if there's any cakes left over, she takes them home for her pigs.
Really?
For her pigs?
It's her pet name for me and Sandy.
She genuinely has pigs. Lucky mother. So you've got a question for us? It's to do with food, right?
Yes, it is to do with food.
All right, go on, question away.
Surprise. So, now, it wouldn't be a series of Bake Off without a few food disasters, but whose food disaster back in February resulted in calls to the police, people contacting the MPs, and a public apology in the press?
Getting in contact with the MPs.
This is not Bake Off related, is
Not
it?
Bake Off related. It's to do with food.
Yeah.
It's to do-
Yes.
OK.
I know.
I don't know what it is.
OK, so, Richard, Noel?
KFC chicken shortage.
David, Michelle, what do you got?
KFC ran out of chicken.
Were you aware of this, Michelle?
No, I mean, that sounds like an American problem.
I thought this was quite a funny story, actually. Because they had one company that had delivered all their chicken for years and years and years, and another company that said, no, we can do it for less than that. And the first chicken company sort of laid off loads of staff and was very sad and everything. And then this other delivery company got nowhere close. It was almost like they thought, well, how much chicken do you need? Would it be like 1 chicken per branch of KFC every day? And it was just obviously, yeah, day 1, there's a chicken, super. Tell us when you need another. We need another 4,000 now. And then every other... And they think, I can't believe it. It's just an unimaginable quantity of chicken we have to deliver to hundreds of places now. How the hell are we going to do that? We're used to doing parcels. Chickens. Where do we get them? And it broke down immediately. They sort of turned up with 5 chickens. That's your lot. That's all Tesco's have got. Leave me alone.
That is the most complete answer we've ever had. OK, Claudia, Mo, did you get this?
Yeah, Mo got it.
KFC ran out of chicken.
Yeah, KFC ran out of chicken.
Yeah.
So, let's take a look at what that's done to the scores. OK, I can tell you, Richard and Noel are lucky to have 14. David and Michelle, they've got 21. Claudia and Mo still in the lead with 24. We're going to take a quick break. Well, ladies and gentlemen, give it up one more time. Kim Joy. Thank you, Kim Joy. Thanks for coming on. Nice to meet you. Welcome back to the Big Fat Quiz of the year. Our next round is all about people. In January, UKIP were embroiled in a racist row. Wait, that's actually a story from last year, and the year before, and next year. Yeah, in January, UKIP's leader's girlfriend texted racist remarks about Meghan Markle. She later tried to defend herself, saying that some of her best friends were also racist. Time for some more Big Fat questions. OK, first up, over to Sheridan Smith, who has a question for you.
Hi, Jimmy. So I have a question for you guys, okay?
Billionaire Elon Musk in 2018 caused headlines all over the world. He took his red Tesla Roadster out for a spin back in February, but what was unusual about the trip?
His red Tesla Roadster.
OK.
He took his car out for a spin. Why was that unusual? All right, next, what prompted footballer Peter Crouch to tweet the following back in August? Ah, the old picking apples routine. She's going straight through my repertoire on this trip.
And then a little picture of a fire.
Yes. What did actor Mark Wahlberg put on Instagram in September that was widely described as insane?
Yes.
It's Daily Shit. I know.
I don't know this one.
This one.
In her book, Full Disclosure, how did Stormy Daniels describe Donald Trump's penis?
Oh.
And I'm looking for the exact wording, the exact phrase, the description of Donald Trump's penis. What have you done?
I think.
Definitely
Just
something.
the joy that naturally comes from thinking about Donald Trump's penis.
OK, for our next question, it's over to esteemed actor Charles Dance, who's reading an extract from a celebrity book released in 2018. But who is the mystery author? Over to you, Charles.
Chapter 3, The Psychology of a Diva. Another rule, clean knickers every day. Most of you will read that and say, of course, what kind of girl do you think I am? But you'd be surprised. You're in a hurry, you haven't done the washing, you're scrambling around and find a pair under the bed. Quick sniff. Yep, they're okay. No, unacceptable. It's a slippery, unhygienic slope from there. You cannot be a diva if you haven't got a clean gusset. Every morning I hear my mother in the back of my head saying, do not leave the house with dirty knickers on, as if I would. When I was little, I used to ask her why. Because if anything happens to you, you don't want dirty underwear on, she'd explain. It's a lesson I've remembered all my life. As well as my price tag paranoia, I also live in fear of having an accident and being pulled from the wreckage with torn clothes, only for the hunky fireman who's just saved me to look down with horror and say, Jesus, love, you could have worn clean undies.
It's not Michelle Obama's one. That's just come out.
It's sort of our equivalent of.
We can rule that out.
David Cameron?
No, David Cameron actually famous for his skid marks.
I only know of one celebrity who wrote a book
No idea.
It's not that darts player, is it?
Guess that one. All right, so time for some answers. I asked you what was unusual about Elon Musk's trip with his car.
Did it drive itself?
Did it drive itself? It's an excellent answer. It is 100% wrong.
Oh.
What did you get, Richard? Noel?
He was alone in the passenger seat.
That sounds sad somehow. OK, drove itself alone in the passenger seat. No. Michelle?
He sent it into space.
That is the right answer.
Oh, yeah.
Here's the photo of the car. He sent it into space on his SpaceX rocket.
People got so mad about it, they were like, it's a waste of money. But then you're like, I mean, weddings.
I asked you why footballer Peter Crouch sent a tweet that read, ah, the old picking apples routine. She's going straight through my repertoire on this trip. What did you put?
Theresa May dancing.
Should we treat ourselves to a lovely little look? You know when people use that phrase, they say, oh, dance like there's nobody watching. Yeah, that's what that looks like. Don't do
He
that.
looks more like a puppet than you do.
I think the funniest thing about it, if you go back, there's like, this guy must be like her security chief, and his face is like, what the fuck are you doing, man? Right, twat, look at him.
What was your answer? Noel, Richard?
Grimm's fairy tale.
OK, so you didn't write anything, so just points there. Well done, you.
Well done, you.
All right. Next, I asked you what Marky Mark put on Instagram in September that was described as insane. What was it?
His
What is-
daily schedule.
His timetable, yeah.
Yeah, and what did you put, Richard?
Daily routine.
His daily routine.
routine, yeah, his daily workout routine.
Yeah.
Which is, we've got it here. It's 2:30 a.m. wake up, prayer time, breakfast, workout, post-workout, shower, golf, snack, cryo chamber, snack, family time, lunch, meetings, pick up, snack, workout, shower, dinner, bedtime 7:30.
Look at 9:30. Cryo chamber recovery. That's quite futuristic. And then 10:30, snap.
It's so weird. How does he play golf for half an hour?
Yeah, that's weird.
Why is he starting a workout specifically at 3:40? What a tool. You can't have breakfast, 3:15, 3:40 workout, then a post-workout meal at 5:30 when everyone presumably is asleep, alone, by himself, eating a roast.
Imagine his kids get home from school and they have to have a dinner with him because he goes to bed at 7:30. That is ridiculous.
If he tightened up 8 till 11, he could take his kids to school.
Yeah.
Because he's just snacking and freezing himself during that time.
Crying in his chamber.
So he could easily do the school... Oh, sorry, I can't do the school drop-off. I'm frozen. I'm frozen holding a Kit Kat.
Get in the car, Mark. OK, points all round on that one. I wanted to know how Stormy Daniels described Donald Trump's penis. I daren't look. What have you gone for, Michelle?
We went with small and spotted.
We didn't know. We wrote Little Donald.
Was it mushroom?
And disappointing.
Mushroom-like.
Mushroom-like is the right answer. Mushroom-like. She described Donald Trump's penis as being like the mushroom character from Mario Kart. Charles Dance read an extract from a book by a celebrity. Whose book?
Scary Spice.
Scary Spice you've gone for. Claudia, Mo?
It's not right, but I read a segment of it and she was the only person I could think of.
Sally Field, I think Oscar-winning...
She's written an extraordinary book about her childhood, and it was...
And about having clean knickers on.
Well, it didn't
Sounds
feel
like an
right.
excerpt from an extraordinary book about someone's childhood.
I didn't really focus on it.
Richard, Noel?
We put Lily Allen.
Lily Allen did have a book out, which was very good, but I'm afraid it's not any of those. Let's go back to Charles Dance for the answer.
That was an extract from the GC, How to Be a Diva, by Gemma Collins. You ain't gonna ever get this candy.
Who is that?
Gemma Collins is on The Only Way is Essex.
You know what I mean?
What?
So, no, I'm talking about the Gemma Collins meme. Have you ever seen that?
The Gemma Collins meme? No.
Yeah, people use it as like a meme. So like, someone will write like when everything's going wrong, and there's a like Gemma Collins, she's got like a drink, and she's like, I just want to be me. I'm not getting involved. Do you know what I mean? I want to enjoy myself. You not seen that? No.
No. I like your Gemma Collins impression though. What is it again?
Oh, thanks. Cheers. Have you guys seen this? Do you know what I'm talking about? Yeah, it's like a popular thing for younger people.
OK, it's time now to welcome a special guest. It's the Lord Mayor of Sheffield, Majid Majid. Majid, very nice to have you.
Welcome.
Now, this is some incredible bling you got.
It is. Made in 1857, solid gold.
Can I?
Yeah.
Oh, check it. Man, you're dripping. I love it. Now, you became Lord Mayor of Sheffield this year?
Yes, this year, May.
OK, an incredible inauguration ceremony. I believe you played 2 pieces of music at your inauguration.
Yes, I played 2 pieces of music.
So the first one was, I think we got it queued up.
Yes, was Superman.
That's how cool this guy is. And then as you actually got inaugurated...
Actually walked in, everybody stood up and they played the Imperial March.
Sheffield is going places because of this guy. You've got a question for us. What's your question?
Yes, so back in July, I announced that I was banning Donald Trump from coming to Sheffield and described him as a waste man. But in November, Donald Trump was unable to attend a World War I memorial event in France. Why?
What was the reason given?
You know, as mayor, do you drive around in one of them cars with the flags around Sheffield?
I've got a driver who drives me around.
Do you wear the gold chain the whole time?
When I'm in bed, shower, everything. Constantly, it doesn't come off.
Yeah, no, good on you.
Yeah.
OK, so you've got answers down. OK, so reason given for Donald Trump not turning up at a World War I memorial.
Because it was raining, but then we wondered whether it was also traffic.
OK, and what do you go with, Claudia Mo?
He said it was bad weather, it was rain.
OK. And Richard, Noel?
He has no humanity, wind, and someone tried to put his penis in an omelette.
OK, what was the answer, Majid?
So the answer is Trump failed to attend because of poor weather?
It was raining, so he didn't turn up to a World War I memorial. That guy is a waste man.
Massive.
So let's have a look and see what that's done to the scores. Richard and Noel hanging in there with 16. David and Michelle, 24. Claudia and Mo, 27. Join us after the break. And ladies and gentlemen, big hand for our special guest from Ordinary Sheffield, Majid. Welcome back to the final part of the Big Fat Quiz of 2018. This next round is all about the talking points and water cooler moments that defined 2018. Kleenex announced it was no longer making man-sized tissues. So, great news, old sock. You're back in business. In October, a man tried to steal the Magna Carta from Salisbury Cathedral. Although, to be fair, it's not even the third worst thing to have happened in Salisbury this year. OK, final set of questions for you. Why did CCTV footage of a suspected thief in Blackpool make headlines around the world in October?
Yeah.
Next up, it's over to the delightful Emma Willis, who has a question for you.
Hi, Jimmy. My question's all about dancing. One dance craze went viral this year due to its inclusion in the game Fortnite, and it was even banned in a UK school. Can your teams remember what it was?
Do you get a point if you can do the dance?
You do get a point if you can do the dance. If you can demonstrate the dance, rather than writing it down, I will accept that. Why did an advert for a Mother's Day afternoon cream tea cause controversy back in March?
Ah.
Also, who let the seagull in the room? For our next question, it's over to Toff from Made in Chelsea.
Hi, Jimmy. Like most of us, I love a bargain. But this year, one sale particularly caught my eye. An iconic piece of art reportedly increased in value by 50 to 100% within minutes of its selling at auction. Why?
Why?
Oh, dear.
Piers Morgan attracted more criticism than usual this year when he mocked Daniel Craig on Twitter using the hashtag emasculated Bond. What was he criticising?
Yeah?
All right, time for some answers. I want to know why the suspected robber in Blackpool made headlines all around the world. What did you put?
He looked like David Schwimmer.
Ah, that's it.
OK, Claudia, Mo?
Yep.
Yeah.
Schwimmer. And Richard, no?
I just put Jimmy touches me.
OK, so points, no points. Let's take a look at him. That's the suspected robber. And then we've got... David Schwimmer. Well, I mean, God bless him, went and made a little film in New York.
We met up for lunch, you know, me and David, when I went to New York this year.
I'm not 100% sure you did. I think you might have met that other man in Blackpool.
No, seriously. Because he came on the Big Nasty show, and then I said to him, I was like, look, I'm going to go to New York next week. And he's like, he's like such a nice guy. And he's like, yeah, sure. Like, when you come, like, we'll go for lunch. And as a part of me, I was just like, I'm not going to text him. He's not going to reply back. And then, yeah, we just had lunch. Yeah, it was really cool.
Awesome.
Yeah,
You've
really
become
cool
friends with a friend.
Yeah.
OK, Emma Willis asked you what dance craze went viral this year. A demo, please, Mo.
Mommy shark do 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 do, mommy shark do 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 do, mommy shark do 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 do, mommy shark.
I mean, that's your credibility's gone now.
Is that what's that called? The floss?
The floss.
Yeah, flossing.
Oh, flossing.
It's the
I
wrong
was going to
area to floss.
demonstrate, but...
What's...
You would have done the same, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Well, please.
I don't even know if I can do it. I've never
Go
done
and do
it
it.
before.
Well, let's see.
Mommy shark do 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 do, mommy shark do 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 do, mommy shark do
What are
do
you
do
doing?
do do.
No, don't stop. Don't ever stop doing... You know, the flossing.
I went a little bit Theresa May at the end.
The whole time I was thinking, I know why Theresa May did it. Someone was like, we'll give you points.
I think points, no points.
Oh,
What do you mean? We got floss.
We got
Oh, yeah.
flossing. You're
Hang
just
on.
so in the
Points all
habit of
round.
not giving us points.
I'm so surprised you got one right.
Just a bloody...
OK, I asked you why an advert for a Mother's Day cream tea caused controversy. What have you got?
It featured incest.
We had a point. We were close again.
What did you get, David, Michelle?
They look like boobs.
They look like boobs.
Oh.
I mean, you need to see a doctor. I mean, right now, you need to go right now and see a doctor. Because that's not
I
how
mean,
boobs...
whatever gets me out of here.
Claudia Mo, I think you've got this.
I think there was a debate whether what goes first, cream or jam.
The offending picture reignited the debate between Cornwall and Devon over whether the cream or jam should be on top. All right, so Taff from Made in Chelsea wanted to know. She wanted to know.
She didn't want to know.
Sorry, Mo, are you aware that you're not watching this show, you're on this show? You're eating crisps, giggling away.
No,
You're in this.
It's been a right fucking laugh, I'm not gonna lie.
Toff wanted to know why a piece of art increased in value by at least 50% as the hammer dropped at auction. What did you think?
Was that when the Banksy painting shredded?
That's the right answer, so you've got it as well?
Yep.
You've got it as well. Let's take a look.
And selling for $860,000. Yeah, if you could maybe get one of the technicians quickly to go and take that over there, that'd be great. Quickly, moving on, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry, can I have your attention?
I mean,
Dramatic.
he's a genius.
He's a genius.
OK, well, I asked you why Piers Morgan criticised Daniel Craig. What did you put?
Wore a papoose. A little baby carrier.
Well, that's exactly right. Here's Daniel Craig wearing a little baby carrier. OK, and Claudia Mo?
Baby carrier, we wrote.
Near enough. OK, points all round. Finally, it's time for the big fat question. And as a salute to the late, great Stan Lee, we've got some very special guests to our basket. Ladies and gentlemen, please give a big welcome to Thor, Black Widow, Spider-Man, Black Panther and the Incredible Hulk.
Yes, I'm definitely starting to hallucinate now.
OK, these guys have all had a massive year at the box office. Half the top 10 grossing movies worldwide had Marvel characters in them. But how well do you know them all? All I want you to do is write down their real name.
Oh, fucking hell.
OK, 2 points for each correct answer. We've got Thor, Black Widow, Spider-Man, Black Panther and the Incredible Hulk. I want their real names.
Yeah, the Doctor. The Clark Kent.
Yes, Superman is Clark Kent.
Yeah.
Can I have a chat with Hulk
No,
outside?
you can't have a chat with him. He can't talk. Look at him. Don't try and stare me out with your boobs. Make him jiggle.
I've just written down some names.
Yeah, Michelle's also done that. We're ready to leave.
OK, well, let's have a look and see what you've got. So, what did you all put for Thor?
Theodore Roosevelt.
Theodore Roosevelt is not the right answer. What did you put, Claudia, for Thor?
Thor.
I mean, you're pretty close.
Jake Olsen.
Jake Olsen. So, for Thor, this is a bit of a trick question. He's actually called Thor. Or Thor Odison. I'd also accept Dr. Donald Blake. So Thor's real name is Thor, or Thor...
Well, why would you also
Odison.
accept Dr. Donald Blake? That's insane. His real name is Thor, but I would, because everything's fucking crazy, also accept Dr. Donald Blake. Will you accept Dr. Donald Blake for all of them?
Jimmy, we've got Odin's son.
Yeah, I'll have that.
Good.
Black Widow. What was Black Widow's real name?
Scarlett Johansson.
That is not the right answer, and I happen to know you know that is not the answer I was looking for.
I've gone for Sam.
Sam, OK. Very close.
Oh!
Richard, Noel?
We put Susan.
Susan.
Natasha Romanoff.
Natasha Romanoff.
Close.
Spider-Man. Did you all get this?
Peter Parker.
Yes.
Peter Parker.
Peter
Parker. Everyone got that?
Yeah.
OK, points all round on that. Black Panther. Did you get Black Panther?
We've put David Davis.
He is wearing the costume this evening.
Right, okay.
Not his real
That's
name.
what confused me. I could tell that was David Davis.
We put Graham.
Graham.
Ian T'Challa.
T'Challa.
We put.
That's the right answer.
OK.
Susan.
No, Ian.
The Ian's on its own. It's not with the T'Challa.
No.
Well, what's the Ian doing?
That was a joke.
Oh, OK. I suppose there should be one in the recording.
OK. And the Incredible Hulk, did you all get this?
David Banner.
Who's Banner?
Oh, of course. I've written Professor.
What did you say?
David Banner.
He was David in the TV series. He's Bruce Banner in the films, but we'll accept it. So Bruce Banner, no Bruce Banner. All right, so that's the end of the quiz. OK, let's have a look and see what that's done to the scores. So in last place, and rightly so, Richard Ayoade and Noel Fielding, 27 points. In second place, with a very respectable 32, David Mitchell and Michelle Wolfe were the winners, with 36 points. Claudia Winkleman and Mo Gilligan. And why don't you award them? You're going to take it over. Yeah, go and take it over. OK. Thanks to all our amazing panel, our superheroes, and thank you for watching at home. This has been the Big Fat Quiz of the Year. I've been Jimmy Carr. Good night.
Thank you.